Hi guys, welcome to today's session, and today we are going to discuss about the Compensatory Forestation Fund Management and Planning Authority CAMPA. It's a very important topic, and in this session we'll first see an introduction about CAMPA, then we'll discuss the objectives of CAMPA, and then we'll discuss about the underutilized CAMPA funds, and finally we discuss the drawbacks or criticism against CAMPA. So that's how I plan this lesson. Let's now start. As we all know, India got a forest cover of 23% of its geographical area, and the it comprises of a number of diverse forest types and reserved areas designated as national parks and wildlife sanctuaries. And in India, forests meet the livelihood needs of the people living in and adjoining the forest in about 1,73,000 villages, and also forests act as a carbon sinks and regulators of water regime. And to compensate the loss of forest area and to maintain the sustainability, government came up with a well-defined act called CAMPA, that is Compensatory Afforestation Fund Management and Planning Authority. And according to the act's provision, a company diverting forest land must provide alternative land to take up compensatory afforestation. So that is the basic idea of this act, that a company, for example a mining company diverting forest land for mining purpose, must provide alternative land to take up compensatory afforestation. And for afforestation, the company should pay to plant new trees in the alternative land provided to the state, and also the loss of forest ecosystem must also be compensated by paying for the net present value. So that is the basic idea of this CAMPA. Now we will see what are the objectives of CAMPA, that is Compensatory Afforestation Fund Management and Planning Authority. As we discussed, CAMPA is meant to promote afforestation and regeneration activities as a way of compensating for forest land diverted to non-forest uses. And the National CAMPA Advisory Council has been established as per the order of Honorable Supreme Court, and it got mandates like lay down broad guidelines for state CAMPA and facilitate scientific, technological and other assistance that may be required by state CAMPA, and also make recommendation to state CAMPA based on a review of their plans and programs, and also to provide a mechanism to state CAMPA to resolve issues of an interstate or center-state character. So these are the major objectives of National CAMPA Advisory Councils, and there is a wide observation that CAMPA funds are underutilized. Many times from the court observed the same opinion. So we will now discuss about why the CAMPA funds are underutilized. So in 2002, the Supreme Court observed that the collection of funds for afforestation were underutilized by the states, and it ordered for centrally pooling of funds under ad hoc compensatory afforestation fund. The court had set up ad hoc National Compensatory Afforestation Fund Management and Planning Authority to manage the fund. In 2009, states had also set up CAMPAs that received 10% of fund from the National CAMPA to use for afforestation and forest conservation. And also, Government of India issued a CAMPA order in 2004, and this order envisages creation of a permanent institutional mechanism both at the center and each state government, replacing the present body called ad hoc CAMPA. So the new body has a view to ensure effective and expeditious utilization of accumulated funds by the state whom the funds actually belongs to in a transparent and effective manner for the purpose of compensatory afforestation, catchment area treatment, assisted natural generation, forest management, protection, infrastructure development, wildlife protection and management, relocation of villages from the protected areas, managing human wildlife conflicts, training and awareness generation, supply of wood saving devices and allied activities, and so on. And 5% of funds will be retained by the National CAMPA for the purpose of monitoring and evaluation of schemes implemented in the states, setting up of institutes, societies, center of excellence in the field of forest and wildlife, pilot schemes, standardization of codes, guidelines, etc. for the sector. So that is about the CAMPA order 2014. And now we will discuss about the drawbacks of CAMPA or the criticisms against the CAMPA. There are many reasons for forest growth not aligning with the increased fund. The law says that land selected for afforestation should preferably be contiguous to the forest, being diverted so that it is easier for forest officials to manage it. But if no suitable non-forest land is found, degraded forest can be chosen for afforestation. So in several states like Chhattisgarh, Odisha and Jharkhand, where the intensity of mining is very high, to find the non-forest land for afforestation to compensate the loss of forest is a big task. The other point of contention is utilization of CAMPA fund. We have discussed this already. Several state governments are not utilizing it properly. An amount of 86 lakh rupees of CAMPA funds meant for afforestation was reportedly spent on litigation work in Punjab. So these all data are before us, and it is clear that several state governments are not utilizing it properly. Moreover, at several places, the loss of natural species is compensated with plantation of non-native species in the name of artificial plantation. So this serves as a threat to even the existing ecosystem. So these issues are there that are the main criticism against CAMPA. So guys, please study about this. This is an evergreen topic also. UPSC can ask questions on CAMPA at any time. It is highly relevant all the time. So that is it. That's all for today, guys. We'll meet tomorrow with another topic. Thank you for watching this lesson.